Up, Sagittarius, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so this is going to be your August mid-month reading. We are going to be working with Sagittarian Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And like always, guys, keep in mind that energy could be transferable, so it could be your energy that I'm picking up on or the energy of someone around you. All right. So let's start with an oracle pull just to see, what's going on, what the energy is. All right, we have suffering and silence as the first card. Spiritual strength. Okay, and two cards flew out. We have solitude. We have conflict and defeat. At the bottom here, we have the sacral chakra, rejoice and celebration, movement, choices, decisions. Okay, truth. So there is so much that is changing for you guys. And with these 3 nines that came out here, I know that you guys are on the verge of a very huge shift in your life, but I feel like this is going to be more internal than anything else. I see someone who takes a step back. I see someone that takes a moment to breathe. I see someone that kind of puts their phone to the side or friends to the side for a little bit just to figure shit out. Okay, with whatever this is, I'm not saying you can't get outside help, but I feel like it's just something you have to go through yourself. I feel like it's something that, even if you talk about it, hold on, baby, I'm working. So it's something that even if, you talk about it, I don't really think it helps to heal the situation. Kind of like, let's say we go through like a devastating heartbreak. We can talk about it to like a friend, but will that lessen the heartbreak in that moment? No, I told you, but I still feel it. So it's going to be a situation like that where you really have to tap into yourself and you really need to be your own powerhouse right now. Okay. This isn't going to apply for a lot of you, but for a few, I feel it will. For some of you, you could be taking like a hiatus with intimacy with other people, or maybe you're not as into it as you were. I feel like for some of you, it's not what's most important right now. We have the Queen of Swords reversed, the Six of Wands, and the Five of Cups. Someone is suffering heavily, but I don't think they're showing it. I think someone is really destroyed about something or upset about something, but their pride gets in the way. So I think that this person's energy, whether it's yours or someone else's, I think that it can come off as very cold or very quick to jump and defend yourself. But I feel like the underlying emotion is sadness, is loss in this. But again, someone may not want to show that. It might be an ego thing. Okay. All right, so let's see why the spiritual strength card is here. We have the Devil card. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Let's pull one more. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse and the High Priestess in the reverse. For some of you specifically, there's very strong Capricorn energy here. Okay, but aside from any signs here, when you have the Queen of Pentacles under, the spiritual strength card, it's finding strength, yes, but it's all about you. It's all about how you take care of yourself. It's all about, how you take care of your mind, how you take care of your body, how humble you are as a person. This is someone who is altering in a way where they're thinking about what's important and they're setting roots in what's important. So this is not living superficially. This is not living in vanity. This is someone that's like, okay, cut all that outside bullshit. What is life about? What is me? What's my path? What makes sense? This is someone that, they really just want to get to the core of what's important in a non-superficial way. Okay? Because deep down inside that there was things happening that just it wasn't working. Okay? So you need to be strong and not be afraid of spending a little bit of time alone and moving away from what you know just doesn't resonate with your soul anymore. For some of you specifically, there could have been a toxic situation that like it had ended, or maybe it's ending now. I feel like someone secretly wants to manifest something in this, but I don't think they're going to show that. Again, there's a lot of pride here, guys. Someone is really not trying to show how much something is messing them up, okay? Because you guys have this Queen of Wands in reverse energy, but you're coming out as a Knight of Pentacles. Again, it doesn't have to be you. It could be someone else. So this is a person that like goes into their room, screams as loud as they can into a pillow, and then they come out and they're like, "I'm okay. Everything's fine." That's like, okay. And then this is a person who's just like they're very, everything is just set. Everything is, it has order. They go about life. They don't seem like they're struggling. So again, whether it's you or someone else, someone's hiding, the true energy that they're feeling within themselves. All right. So what can we say about the Solitude card? Okay, that's a lot of cards. I'll look at it, but I'm going to put this back. So there's something that you're not accepting, and it's because you want to do inner work. It's because there's things that just didn't resonate with your soul that you have to part ways with. You have to do the uncomfortable shadow work, guys. And this puts you on a path that really just makes sense for you. So even if you're in a place where you don't want to be alone, I'm actually going to leave these cards out. Even if you're in a place where you don't want that, you still benefit from it. And it doesn't have to mean you break up with someone or you don't call your friends. But you're definitely going to be in a mindset where you're depending on yourself more. Okay? 9.5 out of 10 times we usually know the right thing to do. We kind of just want confirmation from people. But with this reading so far, you are your information source. I don't really see you guys, going to other people for validation or anything, because this is something you got to handle. People can't do this inner work. You have to do it. All right. So the last card here is conflict and defeat. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Swords. Hierophant, World card in the reverse. So yeah, there's still that little bit of holding on when it comes to something that needs to be closed out, a chapter, a way of being. And this new beginning is there. You guys, because of the inner work you're choosing to do right now, you're getting on the path to destiny. You're following what you're meant to be doing. Okay? So it's beneficial. Because people who refuse to do the work are people that go through the most shit in life. Okay? They always do. Like, people who... And, this isn't everyone because, from person to person, everybody's different. But, for example, think about a person that is like a serial dater. When they break up with someone, they literally have someone 2 days later. I know people like that. And every single person I know that's like that, they always have really messy lives and they always have really messy relationships because they don't take time to do the work. So whether it has to do with love or not, you're taking a time out so that you can reassess, well, what have I been attracting? What have I been doing? Is this working for me? And you're going to completely reset how things are done. And that's why it's so powerful. Okay? So let's get into your past, present, and future. What is going on with the sign Sagittarius, August, mid-month 2020, past, present, and future. All right, so we have past, present, okay, wow, and future. All right, so the energy that we have here is Two of Wands. So this is beautiful. This is having a plan in life. This is knowing what you want, knowing what makes you passionate, knowing how to get it, and, you know, just finally getting on the path to getting something, okay? But what is it that's still there that is, you know, making this harder? With that Devil card, it's something toxic, and it's something that at this point you're mentally past it, but it's like it's still there, okay? So we have to get rid of that, guys. Let's start with your past. You guys have the Four of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Someone may have tried so many ways to, you know, try to get something to work, to try to get it to happen, but they just didn't find a successful path. With this Four of Wands in reverse, there's, you know, a lot of instability here. Someone may have felt betrayed. There might have been like a very harsh or drastic ending, maybe a very sudden ending. Why is this Four of Wands here? We have the Star card. And we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. So regardless of what this was, there's some level of toxicity here. And really what you wanted or what someone else wanted was just to not have to carry any of the burden here. Again, there's something that a person just stops putting effort into because they don't feel the burden is worth it. All right, so why is this Page of Pentacles in the reverse? There's a lot of earth energy and the Devil keeps popping up, so maybe this has to do with the Capricorn. You know, that energy kept showing up before. We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, so yeah, you stop talking to someone, or there's something you stop putting effort into because it's blocking you, okay? And there's a sense of, you know, this is the end of something, or there's a betrayal here. Devil card. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Someone let go of a burden that was heavy. Maybe it was someone who was toxic that, like, you couldn't trust. This could have been a situation where maybe someone felt this way about you. I feel like for a small number of you, someone may have released a burden, but it may have been in a messed up way. So it's like, yeah, you're not dealing with it, but did you take the best exit possible? Because someone might have left something in like a very bad state. Like it just wasn't the, you know, the kindest way to go about things. But something was rejected and a bullet was dodged. So at the end, although there is conflict, you know, you are able to avoid further conflict. But I feel like somebody may not have been thinking straight with how they got to the solution of the problem, okay? Now, in your present moment, it looks good, guys. You have the Six of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and you have the Judgment card. Something very fulfilling that comes in, something that's a great idea, something that brings you a lot of balance. There's a lot of equal energy here. You know, things are being reciprocated. If this is love, they're texting you just as much as you're texting them. If this is, you know, business, you're being seen for, you know, what you're doing, and, you know, you're being recognized, and things are coming back to you. You're getting what you put in, okay? Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Strength card. Six of Wands in the reverse. I feel like there's a progression where we have the Ten of Swords in the past. And now we have the Four of Cups. Everything is fine. And Knight of Pentacles reverse. So it's basically the same card, except, again, one says everything is fine. The other one says Ten of Swords. So in this case, the progression is that I don't think you guys are hurting as much, or I don't think the wound is as deep as it was in the past. And there's genuine healing happening. Even if you're still hurt by something, or someone else is still hurt by something, it's not enough to where a person like can't get out of bed and a person can't function and, you know, they can't show up to work and stuff like that. But you have balance again because of something that was not successful. It's like you're finding your strength. We have the Moon card, and the Fool card in the reverse. So with this being your core energy and, you know, kind of like the center point of this reading, you had a huge awakening. With the Fool card reversed, you know exactly what's not going to work for you, and that's exactly what gets you on a good path, because you know what's to be avoided at this point. I feel like maybe there was a relationship that you had to cut out, or something that you were closely tied to that you had to cut out. Okay, but someone made, you know, a judgment call. And with that judgment card, once you make whatever choice that is, you don't go back on that. We have the Hermit card. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I see you guys completely resetting and removing yourself from a situation, or this could also be someone removing themselves from your life. But someone's removing themselves from a situation where someone just couldn't be trusted, or something that really threw a person off emotionally. Maybe there's something that triggered you, or maybe you triggered somebody. Okay. But despite all the chaos, you're still very powerful. Okay. So you go through it, but you come out strong, and you're just like, you know, I'm never wasting my time with that again. So you're able to avoid a lot. You're able to do the shadow work. You're able to, you know, self-introspect. You're able to do all of that. Now moving forward, guys, you know, in the future, we have Queen of Pentacles, we have the Emperor, and we have the Justice card. Again, this could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy, but this reading just feels very wholesome. This reading feels very raw. This reading is kind of like a, you know, walking in the grass without any shoes on sort of thing. Because I feel like you guys are, again, worried about what's most important, as opposed to, you know, what society says is important. You're thinking about your roots and your future, your past generations, your future generations, what you're going to contribute. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse, the Empress card, and the Lovers card in the reverse. I see two things here. Someone may be cutting out a person or a situation to go towards another person or situation. So it could be in love, you know, dropping one lover to go to another. For some of you, there's a new start and a relationship that it hurt, like some sort of union that it hurt a person to let it go, but it comes back in, and there's, like, you know, a new start there. There's something that it's like you're able to see it from a different angle, where, like, maybe the way you dealt with it in the past, or the way other people dealt with it in the past, it just wasn't the most conducive way of doing things. And I feel like now you guys get to revisit something. Yeah, Two of Cups in the reverse, and we have the World card in the reverse. Yeah, you get to fix something from the past that may have been dropped. I feel like this is something that hurt you or another person. Maybe there wasn't closure, or maybe it was just never really talked about, or maybe there's just more to be said. Why is this Emperor reversed? We have the Five of Wands and the Page of Cups. With this thing that comes back in, there will be a chance to, again, repair something that's happened. But if anyone involved decides to have an inauthentic approach, it's not going to work. Okay? Because that's what you guys are running from this whole reading, inauthenticity. So if I don't see you guys taking that approach because you're so focused, but if someone has that approach with you, no matter how good it may be to hear from them, you know, you're not going to waste your time. You'll let it go. Okay? So, Justice card. It depends on how people play their cards. Okay? This could work if there's changes, and if, you know, people are more authentic and just better people altogether in general. Or it could be bad if, you know, someone decides to take, you know, a not so good approach. We have the World card in the reverse. Yeah, you guys have a situation that's meant to be addressed again. The universe wants you to address this. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, there was some sort of recklessness attached to this, guys. And it's something that for a majority of you, I don't feel like it's in your life right now. I feel like this is something, that's revisited. And with the Chariot in the reverse, even if you're stubborn against revisiting this, when that major arcana pops up, it is going to come in somehow. So it could be something where like you refuse to talk to someone, or maybe they refuse to talk to you, and then you're like kind of taking a few steps backwards in public, and you bump into someone and you turn around and it's them. Like, it's going to happen inevitably. So it's just something that needs to be addressed. I'm not saying it's something you guys have to stay in. You don't have to fall in love with someone again. You don't have to be friends with someone again. But there's something that is meant to come from revisiting this. Okay? Because Spirit is saying it wants it there for you guys. And being guarded towards this isn't going to be the best approach. I don't think that anybody benefits from, wearing a mask or putting on a facade. I think that whatever this is, ego needs to be thrown out the window, and there just has to be honesty. Look, you hurt me because of this, or I felt this way because of this. No more because I feel like just with this world and this generation, it's like the coolest person is the one that cares the least. And no, that's really fucking whack. Care, be honest, be earnest. Only the brave are the ones who are able to really love and to be able to put all their feelings on you, and not be afraid to be who they are. So love is for the brave, definitely not for the weak. So whatever this is, fix it, or get what you need to get out of it, and then decide from there how you want to move forward. But I feel like you owe it to yourself, or maybe even to someone else, or maybe someone owes it to you. All right, so let's get some advice cards for this mid-month. What sort of guidance can I give to my Sagittarians? We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse, the Sun card in the reverse, Five of Swords, and Nine of Swords. Yeah, guys, I keep seeing a situation here where there's a lot of instability in the past, and it's something that I don't feel like is actively being worked on right now. But it's like it's coming back from, the dead. This is something that's being resurrected, and again, I don't feel like there's any action being put into it. For some of you, maybe you're just starting to put action towards it. But it's something where people have inner conflict about this. It's thought about all the time. Maybe it's someone you think about all the time, or something you think about all the time. Eight of Swords in the reverse, but it's like someone sees their ways. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So I don't think things ended in a way that was expected, or it could have been a way that was just, unfortunate. Again, it's something that's not there, and it may have left off in an unstable way, but it comes back. Okay? So it's up to you guys what you want to do with this. For some of you, it's going to be good if, again, a very gentle and honest approach is taken. For others, if there's people who haven't grown past a certain level of maturity, then, maybe a lot doesn't come out of it. But despite what happens with the situation, just make sure that you yourself keep being true to you and keep taking this authentic path, because it's going to bring a lot of, good benefits into your life. All right, so I think this was an awesome reading, guys. So hopefully it's what you want. All right. Now, if this resonated with you, there is a link in the description below to make donations. Thank you so much for all of you that do. It really helps to keep the channel running. If you guys are on Instagram, you can follow me, High Vibrations 44, and I'm also on Twitter, Bruja Shit. Take care, Sag.